Hello, and welcome back to the next part of the SolidWorks workshop for the soccer bot. And for this video, we're going to be building the battery bucket. So to start off for building the battery bucket, I'm going to want to sketch on the top plane. So I'm going to click on the top plane and go to Sketch tab and click Sketch. Also, remember that I'm doing this in units of, or the metric system. So come down here, click on here, and click right here to make sure that you're on the metric system for millimeters. So to start off, I'm going to click this feature right here using a center rectangle. I'm going to attach it to my origin, and I'm going to make the length of this box to be 71.5 millimeters. And I'm going to be making this height of this battery bucket to be 51.5 millimeters. Now I am going to go to my Features tab, and I'm going to extrude this upwards to 12 millimeters. Now I'm going to go back to my sketching tab. I want to sketch on this face again because I want to create the hole for this bucket. So I'm going to click on this face, click Sketch, click on Center Rectangle again, draw it, and center myself. Now I want to make the length of this hole to be 70.5 millimeters. And I want the height of this hole to be 50.5 millimeters. Now I'm going to go to my Features tab, make a cut so that I'll have my hole. And I'm going to cut this a depth of 11.5 millimeters. So now I have a bucket that has a 0.5 millimeter thickness on all of its sides. After that, I want to add an edge right here so that it can hold on to a chip. So again, I'm going to center myself right here. I'm going to want to click on this face right here. And I'm going to go to my Sketch tab, click Sketch again. And for this edge, I know that I want my rectangle to be the length of the box. So I am going to use the corner rectangle, and I'm going to attach it to this corner right here and draw it to the length right here. And it's okay if you drew this rectangle a little bit smaller or bigger than what it is, right? So if it's like this, or if it's smaller like this, we can always fix that. So right here, I don't have to worry about lining up this edge to the length of the bucket anymore because I already attached this rectangle to this corner right here. So it's locked in place right here. But for this side, I can control click this line and control click this edge right here and line it up by adding a collinear relationship. And for the height of this edge, I want it to be 4.2 millimeters. So smart dimension, smart dimension, and I want it to be 4.2 millimeters. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to click Features, extrude it. So now I want to check where it's being extruded. So it's being extruded upwards right now, and I want to change that direction. So I'll change it to this way, and I want to extrude it 6 millimeters. And make sure that the merge result is checked. So click check. So right now your part should look something like this. And I want to add a hole to this edge right now because I want a place to put the chip on. So again, just center myself. I'm going to be sketching on this face again, right here. So center myself. Click on this top face, click Sketch. And to do this, I'm going to make a infinite construction line again, which will help me later on. And I am going to draw a horizontal infinite construction line somewhere about right here. Okay, so to keep the original thickness of this battery bucket, I remember that all the thickness of the walls all around the bucket is 0.5 millimeters. So I'm going to smart dimension this from the edge to be 0.5 millimeters. Okay. And now I'm going to draw a center rectangle right here to be right here. Okay, so because this is a rectangle that's going to be made into a hole, I kind of want to line it up with the edges of this hole right here, right? So if I take a look, this is the rectangle for this hole, and I want to line up this rectangle, which I'm going to be making into a hole. So I want to line up this edge to this edge, and we do that again by adding a collinear relationship between these two lines, by control clicking this one, and then adding that relationship, and do it here also, control click, and collinear. Okay, so for the height of this rectangle, I'm going to make it to be 2 millimeters. So I still see that this rectangle is still blue, and I am unsure of what it might be, of why it's still underdefined. So I could just click on it, drag it a little bit, and I can see that it could still move up and down, but not left to right, meaning that it's fully defined for its horizontal position, but not its vertical position, right? Also, if I try pulling on the rectangle, none of its dimensions would change. So the dimensions are set. So to make that vertical position, I'm going to click this bottom edge right here, click this construction line, and I want this distance to be 1.1 millimeters. Now you see that this is fully enclosed because of the blue highlight, and it is fully defined. So I want to go to my features, make my cut, and I'll make it all the way through. All right, so now your battery bucket should look something like this.